guys, hi there, my name is Cheese and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys all enjoyed your holidays. I at least did. There are just only a few days left of 2022, and until the end of this year I'm planning to do a couple of more reactions, starting off with Spy Family, the final episode of the first season. Yes, I'm super excited. As you can see, I'm wearing the other shirt that I just bought recently. This one's also super cute. It has the Stella with elegant, and then it has the something bold with not elegant. And the cutest part is if you flip around the pocket, you can see like Anya's derp face. It's the funniest thing ever. I love these like little details, and that's why I also bought this shirt. Like this one and the other one I bought that I wore in the previous video were my favorites. So yeah, I love these t-shirts. I'm also planning to wear them during my reactions of the second season. That's gonna come out next year, so I'm excited. But first we'll check out the final episode of the first season, part 2. I have no idea what to expect from this episode. How will they wrap up this season? I have a feeling that they'll probably just show us something that will tease us and want us to watch the second season as well. So I'm curious to find out what they're going to show us in this episode. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So let's go. Alright, I'm ready. So I'm going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Starting off with the opening once again. Fiona. The previous episodes were also so much fun. The whole underground tennis tournament was hilarious and hype at the same time, like the animation. It could really compete with any like official sports anime out there, just saying. But then we also had the part between Yor and Lloyd, like a little romantic thing. And we also had a part with Anya and Becky as well. That was also cute. Just their like friendship thing. But my personal wish, I would say, is to see something that's a bit more related to the whole Operation Strix situation. You know what I mean? Like something that ties back into the main plot. Because I feel like at some points we got a bit sidetracked, just at some moments. But if this episode shows us like why are we watching this, you know, that would be cool. Right, what's going on? The social gathering. Oh. Alright. Yeah, so much security for just a social gathering. Lloyd's there. Okay, so he's not officially invited, obviously, since Anya's not an Imperial scholar yet. But he's still there in disguise. Alright, alright. Oh, a rooftop garden? So fancy. Uh-huh. Yeah, body check. Detectors. Yeah, he already did his research. Right. It's not an assassination. That's not the purpose. Right. So he still has to stick to his original plan, like get invited officially, so he can talk to him as Lloyd Forger. Hmm. Celebrities. Alright, alright. Okay, it is a very, very big gathering. Hmm. Yeah, I'm sure he has like mixed feelings about it. It's the first time we hear his brother's voice. Father's busy. Too busy to meet his own son. Hmm. Oh, she already picked all these thoughts up of what happened. So not suspicious. What is she doing? What? What do you mean? He's already blushing. Yeah. Oh, he's right there. She already knows. Oh man. This is so funny. But there's no guarantee that Damien will be able to meet his dad. Like that's his that what he wants. He's like, oh no. She's like, I'm not gonna let you not meet your dad. Right. She only got 17. Oh my god. Oh, that's actually really sweet. I mean, she sounded like she was saying something really cool, but she's still like just showing off how bad her grades are. All right, but it worked though. It worked. Yes. He's still going to that meeting. She's so serious. Her look at her eyes. That much of her resolve, yes. All right, but why did he make a replica? For what reason? All right, they're just playing cards. Oh, so that's what he made the replica for. Old man. All right. Oh, okay, okay, nice, nice. He was bringing up that incident. They're coming. Look at his eyes. There he is in real life. Damn. It has suddenly gotten so intense. This is the moment. First contact. Oh my gosh, we were waiting for this moment. Right. Damn. That's how careful you have to be. Damn. That's crazy. Even though it's just a social gathering, that's more like a cover of what what's her name? What's her name? What she just said. Hmm. All these possible conversations in his mind. Damn. He's like, you have to worry more about me. Yeah, rejected. Exactly. You have to back off just a little bit. Maintain a proper distance. Those eyes. they can agree on that aspect. The... Ooh. Still wearing this poker face, fake smile. I mean, at first glance, it seems like they're having a very superficial conversation, but then it has so many layers and actually it's very deep when you think about it. That example was amazing. Oh, bringing that up again as well. I mean, lies, but still. Mm, it just, I don't trust this whole situation. Like his reactions are so bland, so uninterested. Is Lloyd gonna be able to make a step? You know? Ooh. Delightful. Yeah, no more time. Time's up. From Damien's point of view, Anya looks so much cuter. Those eyes. Yeah, he did actually come to meet him in person. He's remembering Anya's words even. Alright. Oh, look at his happy face. I mean, mm, they have a very interesting dynamic going on. Yeah, he's such an enigma, I would say. Very mysterious. Like, he doesn't say much, but then his facial expressions say a lot. Those boys, they're so cute. She's still sleeping all that time. Delivery. Oh, to be continued. That's already the end of the episode. That felt so short. That felt really short. I mean, like, we didn't get to see anything from the social gathering since it was very, like, mm, how would you say it? Like, it had nothing to do with the characters that we're dealing with, right? Except for um, Donovan. Is that the name of the dad? Donovan Desmond. But, like, Lloyd wouldn't be able to get in, so he was just watching from a distance. So it wouldn't make any sense to actually show what's going on at the social gathering. So I'm glad that they kind of skipped through that and we actually saw that whole like unofficial meeting after the social gathering between Damien, his dad, and then Lloyd as well. So that was interesting. I have so much to say. I'm gonna wait until after the credits scene. So yeah, that was episode 13, the last episode of the first season. And that was great. Like, this is what I was hoping for personally. Like, something that was more directly related to Operation Strix. We got to see the target, Donovan Desmond, for the first time in real person. Not just on a newspaper or anything. No, we saw the actual person, and I find him very, very intriguing. Like, I'll talk about it in more detail, but in general I just felt like this episode went by so fast because it was really focused on that short meeting, but that still took like a lot of more time than I thought. You know, it went by so much faster. Like, we also had that little moment earlier between Damien and Anya. Anya was saying a lot of cool things, but then she kind of lost track, so she just kept on talking, and it felt like she was saying a lot of cool things, but then she was still saying like, yeah, you know, I love my dad, that's why I believe in him. So that's why she also feels confident in even showing her bad grades, you know, like her less good sides. And I think that's kind of the deeper meaning she was trying to convey towards Damien. And that's what he still remembered at the end when he was talking to his dad. He was saying like, this is what I have achieved so far, but there's still like some shortcomings, like there's still things that I need to work on. So, you know, he was just sort of giving a short little report of what he's doing at the moment, what his progress looks like. And his dad was like, alright, sure, well done. Just keep on working hard and try not to sully our family's name. Which is very cliche, but yeah, I don't know. Their dynamic is just so interesting, and especially when it comes from the father's side. Like, his father, okay, I'll talk about him now. Like, Donovan Desmond, he's so mysterious. Like I said earlier, like, he doesn't speak much, he doesn't use many words in expressing what he thinks. That's why he feels very mysterious. Like, you can see that he's creating a wall that he wants no one to cross. You know, he's very, very keeping his distance. That's why Lloyd had a lot of trouble in getting closer, letting their conversation go somewhere. He's really trying to shorten that distance by bringing up a lot of things from the past, right? He even brought up the thing about Anya punching Damien. They brought up about their school assignments, their reports. Like, he brought up a lot of things just to try to get their conversation going, because it wasn't going anywhere. It was more like Donovan didn't let it go anywhere. You know, he was the one maintaining the distance. You would say, because he usually has those like dead fish eyes, that he's very, very unexpressive. But then at the same time, he's very, very expressive with his facial expressions, especially when he squints his eyes. It says a lot about what he's thinking. And I especially had that feeling when Damien was feeling like, oh, he doesn't care about me, but I want him to care and worry about me. So he kept on bringing up like, yeah, but I was humiliated. I hurt a lot, you know, when Anya punched me. So you shouldn't treat it as if it was nothing, you know, that hurts me as well. But then he started pushing it a bit, and then his dad was like, you should stop, you know, now you're just humiliating yourself, so don't say any more about it. I don't care, I don't want to care about it, you know. That's really what I felt like he was seeing with his eyes. So this is what I mean, like, he feels very quiet and very non-expressive, but then at the same time he also says a lot through his facial expressions without using a lot of words. So that's what makes him also very mysterious at the same time, and that's also why I feel like he's such an interesting character, because there are a lot of like different layers. And we also saw that in the whole conversation between him and Lloyd. like Lloyd was saying how hard it is to bring up children because you would never really fully understand what they're thinking. And then that's what Donovan was like, yeah, I agree with you on that part. Like, even if they're your family, like they're your own children, they can still sometimes feel like strangers to you. And that was very hurtful towards Damien. He was like, oh, he really doesn't care about me. And that's where Lloyd stepped in once again, kind of to talk up their relationship, you know, because that was very depressing. But that also had like much deeper meaning behind it, because Lloyd was also analyzing those words in the context of the war that's going on, you know. So okay, so that's how you also feel within this war and how you can act upon it, you know. So that's what I mean, like that's multiple layers, and the words that were being said had different meanings to the different people who were present. So the answers that Donovan gave in terms of child upbringing, getting to know people, like might have been very superficial and didn't mean much to him himself. To Damien, for example, it really determined their relationship, right? It really said a lot about how he feels towards his own son. But then to Lloyd, on the other hand, it said a lot about how Donovan sees the world, you know, all the people in general, and how he stands within this war. So like the same words had different meanings to the people who were present. And that's what I really liked about that little conversation, you know. So that's why I thought that this episode was very interesting, you know. It didn't show a lot, but then it did also show a lot. Like there was no action involved. It was just about that unofficial meeting, first encounter between Lloyd and Donovan Desmond. Yeah, that's all they could do, you know, with all the security around. And especially if it's just your first meeting, of course you would be suspicious about people, you know. You wouldn't share everything about you. And I assume that Donovan Desmond isn't the kind of person who likes to share about his private life with the people around him, even if they're really close, you know. I would even say that he doesn't even have people around him that he's very close to, that he would share his more like private stuff with. I don't think he has any of those. But yeah, I also liked how they ended the episode. Like Damien was all motivated again, even though the words of his dad were a bit dubious. Like it's questionable whether he actually meant the words he said to Damien. But Damien took it to heart. He was like, okay, he still expects something from me, even though I'm not there yet. Like I'm even the second son. He still has expectations from me. So that still made him really happy and all motivated again to obtain more Stellas. So I'm rooting him on. Like I really, really like him. He's become one of my favorite characters of the show. I think he's just so adorable. Like his worries, it all feels very genuine and real. But then he also has this like secret crush on Anya that he's unwilling to admit. So all of those aspects are very, very likable in my eyes. So that's why I really like him as a character. But yeah, that's all about this episode. Overall, this season has been so amazing, so entertaining, hilarious at some moments. Like there are some moments, and I've already said this a couple of times, it feels like they're just going a bit off track at times, like just showing a lot of things that aren't really related to the whole operation, like the main plot, but then they still disguise it as if it's part of the whole operation in order to get the operation still going, you know, even though it isn't, even though it's technically not really related. But then at those times I'm like, okay, it is fun, but what does it add to the actual plot? Not a lot. Yeah, that's especially in the last couple of episodes, like the part with Anya and Becky. Like it was cute, but they took a lot of time with that, so it felt a bit just dragged out. We also had that part with that one random boy in Anya's class who thought that he was gonna move out because he thought that his father's company went bankrupt. You know, we had that whole little scene going on which was fun, but it didn't, like I said, it didn't add anything to the main plot. So at those moments, I'm like, okay, let's just move on, it's fun. But then there are also moments, like with the tennis tournaments, moments that also include Yuri, for example, and Yor. Those were super entertaining, super funny, and I just love seeing those episodes. And then we also have Anya, of course, who's involved in most cases with her mind reading. So yeah, so far I've been really enjoying this show. I hope in the second season we'll get to see a lot more from the Desmond family. I'm also very curious about the first son, like the older brother of Damien. It was the first time that we got to hear his voice in this episode. But I'm also really curious to see what he looks like, because I don't think we ever got to see his face, not even on a picture or something. But I have a feeling, since he's also part of the family, that he's gonna play some sort of role in the future. So I'm curious about that as well. So yeah, that's my reaction to this episode, this season. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you could see my other reaction videos, please check out my channel and subscribe. Especially if you are also curious to see my reactions to the next season. I'll definitely react to it, so please subscribe and even hit the bell button so you can stay up to date whenever the new season comes out. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye!